Welcome to Spicks and Specs, the music quiz show that used to smell like Teen Spirit, but now smells more like rubbing alcohol. Joining me as always are our two team captains. He won't go chasing waterfalls, he makes the waterfalls come to him. It's Alan Bro, and she has 10,000 spoons and 10,000 knives, so there's nothing ironic there. It's Miff Warhurst. Alan's first guest tonight is a folktronica singer-songwriter who's also a qualified doctor, which means when you buy a ticket to a gig, you can claim most of it back through Medicare. Please welcome Gordy. Alan's second team member is a comedian and proud owner of a 1972 orange pop-top combi. All she needs now is a stoned hippie friend and a talking Great Dane, and she's ready to go out and solve some mysteries. Please welcome Jess Harris. Miss First Guest is a hip-hop producer who's well known for his collaboration with Sampa the Great, but often overlooked for his work with Steve the Mediocre and Roger the Completely Forgettable. Would you please welcome Sensible J? And Miss Final Guest is a Welsh comedian who won an episode of the UK's Celebrity Mastermind on the topic of... I've started, so I'll finish. Blues musician Robert Johnson. Please welcome Lloyd Langford. Now, before we even start the show, can I just apologise to anyone who was tuned in expecting to see the Yugoslav metal band Gordy? That is not who was on the show tonight. Same name, completely different style of music. Does this happen often?
Surprisingly, it's never happened before.
Never turned up to a gig and there's like 5 Yugoslav metal?
Just a few guys with these massive beards being like, what's happening? Yeah.
And also apologies to any Spanish viewers because Gordy mean... What does Gordy mean in Spanish?
Well, look, I played a festival in Barcelona and I rocked up at the counter to like check in and I was like, hi, I'm Gordy. And the whole crew just burst out laughing and they were like, you know, Gordy in Spanish means fat baby. And I was like... So I got up in front of this like opening night, 10,000 people, and I was like, I'm Gordy, and they were all like...
And also, Lloyd, before I go any further with you, now I know you grew up miming guitar on a tennis racket, which I'm assuming we all did at some point, but like in the middle of Wales, just you and a tennis racket playing guitar?
Yeah, this was like before the internet.
What's to do with it?
My dad was really into rock and roll music.
Yeah.
And so he used to play LPs and throughout the house there'd be loud rock and roll. And then me and my brothers, we would grab like a tennis racket each.
Yeah.
I'd be like 10 years old, I'd be pretending to be like Chuck Berry or something.
Yeah.
Like the age of the people he used to date.
But I'm assuming that's something we've all done. Did you have sing-alongs at home?
Yeah, big time. Like most Friday nights, my dad set up the camera and I've got 3 other sisters and we'd all just perform in front of the camera. So we're all extroverts who need a lot of attention. But my favourite was Alana Miles' Black Velvet. And I had to blow up guitar, so I was just down on the ground in a tutu, just sawing for it.
Gordy, did you?
I think I was kind of less about the instrument, more about like big finishes of music theatre. Like I would make my brother sing the entirety of Who Will Buy when I was about 2 years old and make him stop before the final note so I could just come in with a big, strong finish and, like, claim all the applause and glory. Yeah.
I love that his 2-year-old sister would go, can you sing till just the end? And I'm then just going to go, whoa! And he'd go, yeah, OK. How much older is he?
9 years, so...
What's he do now?
That's a good question.
Wow, he probably does things till just to the end and then waits for someone else to finish it. Hopefully he's not a plumber and there's just, like, the ends of bits of pipe and he's just hoping that you come along and connect them to the toilet.
Now, the reason I ask all of this about miming is because, Jay, there is an amazing career highlight for you where you mimed guitar.
I know where this is going.
For Anastasia. How did that come about?
I don't even play guitar. A friend who lived near me, he needed to put together a band for Anastasia on her promo tour for I'm Out of Love. I think it was 2001.
Yeah.
And he thought I played guitar. Called me up. Can you mime guitar for Anastasia? I'm like, probably could. And I had to listen to the song. There's a wah-wah guitar solo. So I borrowed Dad's wah pedal, rock up, do the whole gig. Anastasia, she's singing. She turns around. Sees me miming the wah.
Yeah.
She does her song. She was singing. She wasn't miming, but we were all miming. She comes over. You're the most thorough person I've ever had miming for me. The whole foot's on the wah pedal. It was a guitar solo, and I can't solo. I can just play the chords. And I was watching the cameras, and I see them swoop in on the solo, and I'm just like, hey. Like back to the camera. Like, trying to, like, sweating. I did not want a guitar solo.
We haven't got the solo. We do have a clip of you
Oh, my
miming
God.
the guitar in the background for Anastasia.
Thank you.
Yeah, here it is.
And you know I'm not love, set me free and let me out this misery.
Amazing. You look like you know what you're doing. You totally look like you know what you're doing.
The best bit is you're really selling it by not trying to sell it. Like, you're just looking at the front like, this is a thing I do all the time.
I do this all the time.
Yeah.
Well, look, we've done a bit of work here at the ABC. We've got some of the technical bods here onto it, and they've managed to isolate your guitar playing. This is what
so.
actually happened.
And you know
Very accurate. Very accurate.
All right, let's get into round one. Our first game tonight is called Know Your Product. Miff and Alan will pick a topic. Everybody will be quizzed on that topic. Tonight, your choices are emo, hip-hop, the Romantics, and the New Romantics. Miff, you can pick first.
I think we need to pick hip hop out of that.
I don't know what emo is.
Alan?
We're going to pick emo because often I feel like three teenagers standing in the ocean.
All right, we'll start with hip-hop. Everyone on your buzzers, let's play Spicks and Specs. Your first question for 1 point. Lauryn Hill, Wyclef Jean and Pras Michelle were members... This side, yes?
The Fugees.
Yes, members of the Fugees, correct. First point to Alan. Your second question. Have a look at this clip made by someone quarantining in his own palatial mansion.
Don't you wanna dance with me? No, I could dance like Michael Jackson.
I need two
could
things.
keep the
The name of the song referencing a social media influencer and the masked artist performing it. Yes.
That's Drake.
Yes, it is Drake.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
it's the Tootsie Slide.
Yes, correct. Toosie Slide.
Sweet.
All right, your final question for 3 points. Have a listen to these 3 catchphrases. Wait till the end. Name the artist each catchphrase belongs to. Here you go.
For shizzle.
Yep.
The first one is Snoop,
Yes, the first one was Snoop.
and
yes.
the third one is Jay-Z,
Yes.
and the middle one...
Is what's her name?
I don't know. I thought it was the Kardashians, obviously. They do it all the time, though. So they've learnt it from this artist that we don't know.
I'm going to throw it over if you don't
Yeah,
know. You're going to
no,
kick
no,
yourself.
go for it.
Yes.
Cardi B.
It was Cardi B.
Just about to say that.
We're just going to have a listen back to those catchphrases if you missed them at home. Here we go again.
For shizzle.
Yes. So the first one was Snoop Dogg. That middle one, can you do that? It's like this is this Cardi B's way of saying okay?
I think so. Oh,
Right.
It sounds like every time my nan gets a text message.
And by the way, Cardi B once said that the word should be pronounced like you're a cold pigeon in New York City. Those were her words. She was later arrested for pooing on a statue.
I sort of believed you then for a second. Like, really?
I mean, you wouldn't put it past
I don't
her.
know anymore.
All right, let's move on to emo for 1 point. Complete these lyrics from Panic at the Disco's song I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. I chime in with that. Yes.
Oh, here we go. That was...
Closing the goddamn door.
With the haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? Correct.
That was a vicious buzz-in. You were on.
yeah.
Okay, 2 points. Watch this appropriately moody clip from the 2008 track Decode. Okay, I need 2 things. The name of the band and the novel-based film for which it was the lead single.
It was Paramore, right?
It's Paramore.
What, the film?
Is it Twilight?
Yes.
Yeah.
2 points out of 2.
Yeah.
It was
Well
Paramore
done.
and it was Twilight. All right, for 3 points, emo bands often feature lead singers with distinctive eye makeup. Have a look at the eyes of these 3 lead singers. Name the bands they're in. Oh.
Oh, I've got no idea, but I'll just say Pete Wentz, who was in one of them. He's probably not.
The middle one is Zorro from The Mask of Zorro. I think the third one is Billy Joe Armstrong from...
From Green Day?
Green Day?
No. You guys named 3 people and none of them were right. So I'm going to go.
We're here for a good time.
But I need the bands, not the people, the bands.
Jared Leto on the right.
Who was the lead singer of?
What's he in? I've done my bit.
Sit back.
No, 30 seconds.
Yes, it had numbers in it. 30 Seconds from Mars.
30 seconds.
30 seconds
Summer?
to Mars. Yes, I'll give you
There we
that.
go.
Okay, so he's the one on the right.
He's the one on the right.
So we've missed out on the one on the left.
Yep, and the one in the middle.
Oh, is it My Chemical Romance?
Yes, is the person in the middle. Correct. Does anyone want to have a crack at the first face?
Like Evanescence or like who else is it emo band with a...
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the first name was Davey Havok from AFI.
Yeah.
Great, well done.
But you did get My Chemical Romance and 30 Seconds to Mars.
Great.
So emos, that's your jam. That's your.
I went to boarding school, so I was like a particularly moody teen.
Yeah.
And listened to a lot of emo while I was, you know, doing those 14, 15, 16 years with the acne and the braces and the whole shebang. Really had it down.
Did it carry over to when you became a doctor? Were you like an emo doctor?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Really?
Super. Yeah, I just go in every day. I actually wear a black lab coat. It's like a cross between like a junior medical officer and like a Grim Reaper vibe.
Whichever one, you are still a practicing doctor, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
It makes people feel very calm when you walk in, I'm sure.
Exactly. Yes, I am. I've been doing some shifts in, you know, around Victoria during COVID times, and yeah, that's my side hustle.
Was there any point during that when you were doing shifts that people would recognise you and go, "Oh my God, you're gaudy"?
It happened like twice, like in my whole time that I had been working over like a couple of years. And one time was just sort of, they were like pleasantly surprised. And the other time they looked at me like, what are you doing here? Like sticking a needle in my arm. I was like, I promise I'm qualified to be doing that.
They think that things were so desperate that they were just calling people who make music and going, you must have used needles at some point. You're all into it. Come round into the hospital.
Exactly.
At the end of the first round, Miff, Jay and Lloyd are on 3 points.
Oh, no.
Alan, Gordy and Jess way out in front, 8 points. All right, our next round tonight is called Look What They've Done to My Song, Ma. Teams have to identify the songs being played live in the studio. And tonight, your songs will be played by one of Melbourne's finest art, song and opera ensembles. Would you please welcome the Parlour Trio? Could we have song one, please?
Tu stavi lavorando in un cocktail bar quando incontriando ti ho scelta, ti ascolto e recitata, ti ho trasformata come nuova.
Yes.
It's Don't You Want Me, Baby.
By the Human League, absolutely correct, yes. That was beautiful. All right, second song, please.
Nevicae su me ad uno fiocchi te parlan di te.
Da quando ci sei, anche l'aria sa della tua bene che ora vorrei, core non mai.
Farmi sognare, innamorami, guardi i miei, prendimi, natele qui tu dove sei.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I see my future in you.
Yeah, you're almost perfect.
Yeah. Oh, perfect! You're perfect.
It's perfect by Ed Sheeran. With Beyonce. Oh my goodness. Is this one of the weirdest things you've been asked to do? Put these songs together?
Look, it's definitely right up there. We've been asked to do some weird things. Cody has played a recital halfway up the Himalaya Mountains. And I've been asked to sing an opera wearing nothing but pig fat.
Oh.
Back when I was 22 and I could wear pig fat.
You could still pull it off.
This is when I was living in London and my visa ran out, so I had to come home.
I just want to say that if my Australian visa runs out, I'm not wearing pig fat.
All right, can we have the next song, please?
Amante del dorso sempre sotto le coperte, ballo finché mio papà dice. E detto con tu non resto niente finché tu giù sul muffin devi cambiare due modi. Cammina così.
Parlare così.
Cammina così.
Parlare così.
Walk this way.
Walk this way.
I mean, it is walk this way, isn't it?
It's Walk This Way by Robbie Anderson.
Oh my God!
All right, next song, please.
Dicono mio Dio come brilli lo sai. Prendi le mie mani senza lasciare mai. Quanto ti ho visto in strada pietrificai e di sottili cieco finché mi vendrai. Oh, ti vedo.
Yes.
Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh.
Tones
Yes.
and I, Tones and I.
Yes.
Tones and I.
Dance Monkey.
Dance.
What's Dance Monkey?
Dance Monkey by Tones and I. Absolutely. Final song, please.
Sono fondo e non ci sarai più tu qui per salvarmi. Questo tutto niente è un peso che ho mai star per schiacciarmi. Adesso ti vorrei qui, sento il bisogno di qualcuno che mi stia vicino, facile dir sì, ma non a farsi. Credo che mi piacesse il modo in cui aiutarvi. Penso ieri, tutto il giorno, ma non sei qui, ormai cambia tutto. Ma sola guarda, mi colpisci il pieno, io che chiedo la di dirvi a sentire.
Yes.
Someone You Loved?
Someone You Love by Lewis Capaldi. Yes, that's the song. Oh, that was beautiful. That was beautiful, but it's just occurred to me, if anyone is watching this who speaks Italian, they're right now going, this is the easiest game ever. Would you please thank the Parlour Trio? At the end of that round, Myth, Sensible J and Lloyd are on 6 points. Alan, Gordy and Jess still in front, 10 points. All right, our next game tonight is called 1 out of 3 Ain't Bad. I'm going to give each team a story with 3 possible endings. You have to tell me which is the correct ending. Myth's team, here is your fact. While in Australia in 1957, the man who sang a Wat Bubba Bop, a Wat Bamboo, Little Richard, decided to quit pop music when A, the Soviet satellite Sputnik flew over his head, which he took as a sign to stop performing secular music and repent his wild lifestyle. B, he saw Johnny O'Keefe on Bandstand and realised his style of music was dead. Or C, he became addicted to surfing and wanted to become the best in the world. One of those is true. Which one?
Well, I've got absolutely no idea what the answer will be, but I do know that this happened in Australia, in Newcastle, in New South Wales. Apparently, and along with this, he was on the Stockton ferry to go into Newcastle, going across the water, and whenever it happened, or he'd had that vision the night before, maybe, if it's the first answer, I'm not sure. And he also took off all his jewels and threw them into the water in Newcastle. And so forever there's this, it could be an urban myth, I'm not sure.
Right.
People still search for his, because it was incredible jewellery, very, very valuable.
Now, you've met Little Richard, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you?
Yes.
How do you meet Little Richard?
So the first ever music concert I went to, my dad took me, the rock and roll fan, and it was Little Richard, Chuck Berry, and Fats Domino.
Oh Oh my God.
was ill. So he wasn't there. And
Still pretty good.
little Richard came up to the crowd and I was like 10 or 11 years old, and he gave me a signed photograph and he told me to follow the path of Jesus Christ our Lord.
Clearly you did.
I know that he isn't watching this, but I will have let him down.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you reckon this could be, Jay? What are you feeling?
I want to be a surfer.
He didn't want to be a surfer. He doesn't strike me as a surfer type.
Would Johnny O'Keefe have made Little Richard want to quit?
I don't know. Johnny O'Keefe put on a good show.
I know a lot of these rock and roll guys stop performing at certain points in their career to do gospel music or religious music. And then when they see the money for gospel music and religious music, they go, I might go back to the rock and roll. I think he saw the satellite and thought it was a sign from God, when actually it was the opposite of God, science.
I feel... Are you comfortable with that one as an answer? Because it feels the most likely.
Is that what you're going to go with?
Yeah, we'll go with A.
The correct answer is Little Richard decided to quit pop music while in Australia in 1957. When Sputnik flew over his head, he took it as a sign to stop performing secular music and repent his wild lifestyle. Absolutely correct.
Well done.
Well done.
All right, Alan's team, here is your fact. While stoned, disco and funk legend Rick James destroyed what? A, 3 adjoining suites of Melbourne's Southern Cross Hotel. B, an original sketch by Salvador Dali. Or C, the recording of the last ever Miles Davis solo. Each of them amazing, one of them true.
Yeah. I mean, well, A's annoying, but B and C are just devastating. Yeah. I mean, A could be possible because I think cocaine was his drug of choice.
How do you know that?
Because he's Rick James, bitch. If you don't know that joke, I feel really bad. I just called someone a bitch.
Let's go, Miff. Come on, bring it on.
No, that's he's as high as a kite all the time.
Yeah, because
Rick James, bitch.
he died at 56 of a massive heart attack from using too much cocaine.
Okay, so what's with the recording of the last ever Miles Davis solo? Like, what's the connection between those two? Does he have a motive to do that?
He taped over it?
I feel like I'm solving a murder mystery here.
Yeah.
Where does he know?
You're
Where
back in the orange combi.
Yeah, well, exactly. I feel like A's too common.
So it's either
Everyone
B or
does
C.
that. I think it's B.
You do?
Yeah.
OK, well, we'll go with B.
The correct answer is... While stoned, disco and funk legend Rick James destroyed an original sketch by Salvador Dali.
Done.
Affirmed that my gut instinct is spot on.
Wow.
So the story is this. Rick James was attending a dinner party in Hawaii in 1980 and met Salvador Dali. Dali told James he was mad about the way he looked and asked if he could sketch him. So 20 minutes later, Rick James walked away with a Dali original sketched onto a napkin in his pocket, then had too much to smoke, decided to go for a swim, forgot he had it in his pocket and completely destroyed it.
Oh, no.
And also, legend has it, there is a Dali original at the Playboy Mansion that Hugh Hefner owned that has a cigarette burn in the top corner that John Lennon accidentally put there. Somewhere in the world, there is a Dali that's been ruined by John Lennon as well.
He hasn't had much luck, has he, Ty?
But it's not, like, it sounds surprising that Rick James would kind of come across Salvador Dali, but you met Kanye where?
In the kitchen of Sing Sing Studios in Richmond.
You met Kanye in a kitchen?
Yes.
How?
Sounds bizarre. It's Sing Sing, which is not around anymore.
Yeah.
One of the best studios in Melbourne. I think Kanye was in Melbourne supporting U2.
Right.
Maybe 2006-7 era. And
yeah.
There's 3 rooms in Sing Sing. He was in the $1 million mixing console room. And I was in a band who was in the smaller room.
Yeah.
And I was like a huge fan. His first 4 albums are monumental in hip hop. And you're told never meet your idol. So I get there, 2 massive bouncers at the studio, and there's never bouncers at the studio. And they're like looking down at me. What are you here for? I'm like, got my drums. I'm recording drums in that room. And they just go in. And then I walk through and see Kanye and like 12 of his crew playing pool. I'm head down, like, I don't want to even say hi because I'm embarrassed and nervous. Get there, do all my drums for the day, and then 1 a.m, see him in the kitchen. The kitchen's small, and it's just me and him. So it would have been rude no matter who it was. And then I shut the fridge. I'm like, hey man, I'm Jay. He's like, hey, I'm Kanye. I'm like, I know you are. I'm a huge fan. Big fan of all your albums. You're a very influential producer to me. I said, can I ask you a question? And he hits me with the most Kanye shit. He goes, you just did, and walks off.
Brutal!
I asked for it. I should have known.
Wow.
I definitely would have then taken a piss in the kettle.
All right, at the end of that round, Miff, Jay and Lloyd are on 7 points. Alan, Gordy, Jess in front, 11 points. Our next game tonight is called I'll Jumble For You. One member of each team will have to unjumble a set of song names. Lloyd, you'll be playing first for your team. Would you like to make your way to the board, please? Yay! Lloyd Langford. OK, you have 30 seconds on the clock. Your teammates can help. Your time starts now.
Okay, holding out for a hero is an easy one. Here you go, yep. Free the ball, I mean, that's an excellent one. I'd like to keep it at that. I reckon you swap. Oh, American Pie, yep, and Wrecking Ball. The New World, maybe?
The Power of Orange Knickers.
Yes, that works.
Doggy Dog World.
Doggy Dog World, yeah.
Doggy Dog Style, I think.
Doggy Dog Style, oh yes. Shut Up and...
There's no dance up there.
Shut Up and Drive.
I want to shout.
Could be.
Free the people.
Free the People.
Oh, in 10 seconds?
I reckon we've got it.
Oh, my goodness. Have you just nailed it? All right. So, the songs were The Power of Orange Knickers by Tori Amos, Holding Out for a Hero, Bonnie Tyler, The New Style by Beastie Boys was what we needed.
You're right.
Free the People by Sherbet. Yes, Doggy Dog World.
I was thinking of something else.
Shut Up and Drive by Rihanna. American Pie, Don McLean. I Want to Shout, The Hollies. And Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus. 7 out of 9. All right, Jess, you'll be playing for your team. If you'd like to make your way to the board, please. Jess Harris. These are your songs. You have 30 seconds. Your teammates can help. Go for it.
Okay.
All cats are grey, seems like
All
it.
cats are grey.
All cats are grey. Bottom one up to the second
all
one.
cats are evil. Chasing Pavements, for sure, by
Yep.
Adele.
Here we go, yep. Okay.
Chasing Pavements.
Balls. Let's put that somewhere.
Big balls.
Big balls. Big balls.
Surely.
Yeah.
Big balls.
I'm in Love with My Car is a Queen song.
Are you
Have you
helping?
got, you've got Car. Great.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Thanks, Lord.
That's very generous of you.
What else have you got in your hand?
So, Satan gave me a taco.
Satan gave me a taco.
I think it's Satan gave me a taco.
Up there instead
I've
of
never heard of
cheese.
it, but it seems like a thing that Satan would give.
Satan gave me a taco.
10 seconds.
Poo. Tong poo. What?
Tom,
Step Back in Time, surely.
Oh yeah, God, that's I should know that. Kylie Minogue.
Step Back in Time.
And then Tong Poo and the voice of
What is Tong
Evil.
Poo?
Yep.
I mean, for
Okay.
a very, very brief moment there, you almost had Step Back in Poo.
Classy.
I'm looking at the board now and thinking we may be incorrect in some of them.
I think you're pretty good.
All right, so the first song was Step Back in Time, Kylie Minogue. The second song is You're Not Evil by Black
Not
Flag.
Evil, jeez.
Satan Gave Me a Taco is by Beck. I'm in Love with My Car is by Queen.
Thank you, Lloyd.
Big Balls is by AC/DC.
Yeah.
Chasing Pavements is by Adele. Tong Poo is by the Yellow Magic Orchestra, a 1978 song. All Cats Are Grey is The Cure, and The Voice of Cheese we were looking for was the Frank Zappa song. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points as well. 7 points each. Means at the end of that round, Miff, Jay and Lloyd are on 14 points. Alan, Gordy and Jess, 18 points.
Well done.
The next game tonight is called Sample Mania, the video edition.
Ooh.
Each team will see short snippets of video clips. You have to identify as many of those as you can. Alan, Gordy, Jess, you're up first. Pay close attention. Here are your songs.
I never knew a guy who carried a mirror in his pocket. But any fool can see that funny. Freak out, freak out, freak out, freak out. Look at me.
I've got Lady Gaga.
What's the name of the song, though?
Freak Out, Freak Out.
There
It's
we
called
go.
Freak Out.
Freak Out.
Oh, no. It's not quite the name of the song, but you're very close.
Okay, Shania Twain. Never knew a guy who carries a mirror.
You don't impress
me much.
That don't impress me much,
much.
Shania Twain, correct.
Why is Shania Twain carrying a hat box in the middle of nowhere?
Don't know.
And then the Spice Girls was number 4.
Yeah.
What was that song?
I'll know it. You work on the other two.
Can I just be perfectly honest? I've got no idea what any of those were.
Really? Okay.
Like,
The boot stomping one?
I thought that
the
was...
boot stomping one
Nothing?
seemed like Midnight Oil,
Ice Housey.
but
No. At the moment, you've only got one.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to throw it to the other side. Do you know any of the songs?
That first one's In Excess, isn't it?
Yes.
And it's Kick.
No.
Shit.
this is shameful.
I think I know the Spice Girls
Give
one.
me a moment. What was the Spice Girls song?
I think the Spice Girls is Say You'll Be There.
Correct.
Well, thank God for you, Lloyd.
I was working on that, Lloyd. The In Excess song.
I don't think anyone's got it. OK, I'm going to play him back. Here you go. Kiss the Dirt by In Excess. Final Song by Mo.
No.
That Don't Impress Me Much, Shania Twain. Say You'll Be There by the Spice Girls, correct. And Stupid Love by Lady Gaga. All right, 1 point each. Miff's tied. Let's see if you can do any better. Here are your 5 clips.
Mickey Mouse has grown up a cow. Know that I made those mistakes maybe once or twice. No! Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep.
That's Seal. Oh, I'm never gonna survive unless we get a little crazy.
Crazy by Seal. There is one. Yes.
The Madonna song was Lucky Star.
Yes.
The Bowie one was that Mickey Mouse has grown up.
It's Matt from Mars.
Is that Life on Mars?
Life on Mars, David Bowie. Yes, I will give you that.
System of a Down.
System of a Down. That's true.
Same song.
They'll be back.
System of the Down songs don't just trip off the tongue, do they?
Yeah.
Does anyone on this side know any of the other songs? Yes.
Yep. Justin Bieber.
Oh yes.
Sorry.
Sorry, Justin Bieber. Yes, correct.
We had that one covered.
And all we need is the System of a Down song now.
I used to be able to play that on drums. Does that help? From 2001. I can't
I
remember
know the name of it. It's
So when your bandmate would look at you and go, "Hey, we're going to do the System of a Down song," you know the one.
Sacred and Silence or something like that. It's
All right, let's have a look at them back. You got Lucky Star by Madonna. You got Life on Mars by David Bowie. Jess took Sorry, Justin Bieber. It was Toxicity by System of a Down. And you did get Crazy by Seal, so you got 3. Alan's team got 1 point then.
well done.
So at the end of that round, what are the scores? Miff, Jay, Lloyd, 18 points. Only 2 behind. Alan, Gordy and Jess, 20 points. All right, our penultimate game tonight is called Substitute. One member of each team will sing well-known songs using the words from an unrelated piece of text. Your teammates have to identify the songs. Jay, now you should be singing for Miff and Lloyd, but since you're a producer...
You can tell by these dulcet tones that this is not a voice you want to hear singing to you.
So you're going to call in a collaborator?
I am. A guy I work with in a band called Call Out Son, Enfer Jones.
OK, would you please welcome Enfer Jones?
Are you ready?
What's up?
All right, Enfer, you'll be taking your lyrics from The Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous Cookbook, Recipes and Entertaining Secrets from the Most Extraordinary People in the World by Robin Leach.
Oh,
there you go.
That show.
Thank you, Enfer. Round of applause for Enfer Jones. OK, song 1, please.
Okay. Bruce and Kris Jenner, one couple who seemed meant to be. Together they were tricked in to meeting by mutual friends who felt they were perfect for each other. They have been married since 1990. It was love at first sight.
Yes.
Buffalo Soldier.
Buffalo Soldier, Bob Marley and the Wailers. I was really hoping they were vegetarian and at some point you were going to go, soy, soy, soy. Song 2, please.
Okay. Just one of the 165 invitations to witness Elizabeth Taylor and Larry Foskinski exchanging vows into a white gazebo on Michael Jackson's fantasy. Landis Day, the wedding didn't start exactly on time, only after 35 minutes delay.
Yes.
Old Town Road.
It's Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. Absolutely correct.
That was so good.
Okay, final song, please.
Okay. The country singing star, Randy Travis, is an intensely private person when he's not on the road performing. He raises trains and horses on a ranch outside Nashville. On his favorite is a Palomino whose grandfather was none other than Roy Rogers.
Yes.
Is it Roberta Flack killing me softly with his song?
Absolutely it is. Well done, Lloyd Langford. Nailed it.
We got it.
From Jess to Andrew Jones. Gordy, you'll be singing for Alan and Jess, and you'll be taking your lyrics from How to Tell If Your Cat is Plotting to Kill You by Matthew Inman. Your songs are inside. Don't show your teammates. Gordy! Song 1, please.
Okay. How to tell if your cat is plotting to kill you? Excessive shoveling of cutie litter after using the litter box. If you get caught.
Uptown Girl?
It's Uptown Girl by Billy Joel.
Sorry, it was so unexpected. just to bust out Uptown Girl first out of the blocks. Brilliant.
All right, next song, please.
If the kitty then exposes their belly, it's an invitation for a tummy rub. Do not turn this invitation down. It has been said that petting the tummy of a kitty is like frolicking in the back hair of an angel, and exposed belly, however, can also mean.
Yes.
It's Skinny Love by Bon Iver.
Yes. Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Okay, final song, please.
Okay. Gift ideas for owner's birthday. Leave a dead bird on the front porch. Leave a dead bird on the back porch. Leave a dead bird in the living room. Okay, sorry. A decapitated bird head.
Oh, that's...
Where's the rest of it, he wonders. A two-part birthday surprise. Come on. Barf on something shiny.
I think I'm going to have to throw it over. I mean, technically, your brother should have done everything up until that bit, and then you should have just run in and done it. What was it?
That poor little dead bird dreamed a dream.
I dreamed a dream from Les Miserables. Miff poaches the point. Miff, you get the point for that. That was gorgeous. So at the end of that round, the scores are Miff, Jay and Lloyd, 22 points, tied with Alan, Gordy and Jess, also 22 points. All right, it's time for the final countdown. Teams, hands on buzzers. 1 point for a correct answer, 1 point off for a wrong answer. Your questions start now. Which former Neighbours actor won 7 ARIA Awards in 2003? Yes.
Delta Goodrem.
Delta Goodrem, correct.
Good.
True or false, Axl Rose used to earn $8 an hour by smoking cigarettes for university research?
That's true.
That's true. The artist Onika Tanya Mirage is better known by which name?
Nicki Minaj?
Nicki Minaj. In his 1979 hit Escape, Rupert Holmes enjoys getting caught in the rain.
He enjoys pina coladas, getting caught in the rain, and making.
He's not much into yoga, but he's into champagne.
I needed with which cocktail you said pina colada. Correct. Which Nordic country has the most metal bands in the world per capita?
I would say Norway.
Sweden. Do you reckon Norway?
I
Norway?
was going to say Finland. But go
Finland?
Norway.
My initial thought was Finland, but then when you said Norway...
I'm feeling Norway, but
Norway.
you reckon Norway?
Norway.
It's Finland!
Sorry.
A song that gets stuck in your head is often called an ear...
Worm.
Worm.
Ah.
What is the English translation of the title of the Wagner opera Der Fliegende Holländer?
The Flying Dutchman.
Correct. Have a listen to this. Name the song.
What's going on?
What's going on, Marvin Gaye? According to TLC, what should we stick to if we don't go chasing waterfalls?
The rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Correct.
Nice one.
Left Eye Lopez.
Thelonious Monk was famous for playing which instrument?
The piano.
Yes.
Yes.
Bjorn Again is a tribute band.
ABBA.
Yes.
Coming in at the end.
Your final
surge.
question. Why can Snoop Dogg and Brandy get married in California but not in Texas?
Because they're like second cousins or something.
Yeah, they are first cousins, but I'm giving it to you because,
Well
yes, that's
done.
correct. Lloyd Langford coming home at the end. Which means at the end of tonight's show, the final scores were Alan, Gordy and Jess, 26 points. Miff, Jay and Lloyd, 28 points.
It was like Stephen Bradbury at the Winter Olympics. He just came in at the end and just went, gotcha.
Yeah, but only because everyone else had fallen off.
Would you please thank all our guests for tonight, Gordy, Jess Harris, Sensible Jay and Lloyd Langford. And of course our two team captains, Alan Bro and Miff Rawhurst. To close tonight's show, would you please welcome back Enfa, who will improvise a rap about what went on in tonight's show, accompanied by Sensible Jay. Thanks for watching Spicks and Specs. My name's Adam Hills. Good night, Australia.
Let's bring some hip-hop to Spicks and Specs. Cool out, son, live and direct. I say Spicks and Specs, 1,200 techniques now, don't forget. Hey, hey. To everybody at home, my name is Infa Jones. I drop a freestyle flow. That means it's straight off the dome, which means I make it up right here as we go. So let me drop this lyrical gift and give a shout out to the Miracle Myth. Yeah, you're a legend for real. And so is Alan and the host Adam Mills, yeah. B-girls, B-boys, I give a shout out to the Welshman, Lloyd. Yeah, and a shout out to Jess, who be driving around a Combi out to impress. Yes, Lordy, Lordy, shout outs to Gordy. She's got the voice that will save anybody. Hey, hey, now what more can I say? Let me give a shout out to the Sensible J. Hey, and check the way that he play. One hand, left hand, he could do it all day. Hey, he broke his other hand just a couple days back, but still he make the beat go crack. Hey, and so I give respect. While I'm out here, let me give some respect. Hey, to all indigenous fam across this land. Hey, and so I give praise where I walk. Hey, hey, and I give praise where I talk. We gotta take it out, so we'll say cheers. Yeah, yeah. And if you hear clear, then you can repeat after me with no fear. Say Spicks and Specs. Say Spicks and Specs. Say Spicks and Specs. Yeah.